Well, it's 5:30. Time to go to church. And look who's coming with me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you so excited to run lights today?
What you doing?
It's the Sunday vlog. It's back, baby.
Oh, goody.
Let's go. How's it going?
Do you guys ever take a request for a special song?
You can always request.
The music's way too loud.
I got you, don't
My
worry.
watch pops up several
Ooh,
times and
there you
tells
go.
me I'm in a loud environment.
Well, I understand volume's like a temperature in a room because I get people that tell me they wish it was louder. So
Really?
it's a constant thing and we have it monitored all the time. But there you go. There you go. Absolutely.
So now I eat a piece of sausage every breakfast. So you've got your
Okay.
protein,
Yeah.
and it'll help control your
That's
sugar
good.
level.
That's good.
So that's good that you're eating some protein
Yep.
in the morning.
Is the downstream keyer on?
No, it's on. I was like sitting here, I'm like, the video didn't go. That's why I started looking at it. Whoops. Sorry.
My best laid plan. Sorry when it's 5:30 in the morning. You gotta have a little caffeine. Having our first minor issue of the day. Our Scarlett interface here is not outputting any sound. It seems like every couple months this happens, and if I restart the computer, usually that fixes it, so let's see. And every time I restart this computer, I'm reminded of all the things I need to do, like disable the Stream Deck plugin and Companion from auto starting and make Companion satellite start instead. Moment of truth. Alright. Restarting worked. We don't have air conditioning in our closet, aka broadcast room, so we gotta have this fan going 24/7 so our kitchen AC can help out our boys, or else they and our equipment get really warm in here. Alright, so it is 6:09. We've got rehearsal at 7. So I just got to get some things lined out, but my stuff's set up and run through the songs. As per usual, I like to get here about 5:30 and just make sure everything's actually working. It's just good to have margin there. If you're new to the channel, this is my worship leading setup. I have my talkback pedal that's wireless that is splitting the signal back at the soundboard, and there's a light back there to tell me when it flips the signal to some speakers back there. And then I have my AirStep MIDI pedal that is connected to that Cat 5 cable, and it's sending MIDI to ProPresenter to fire timelines that have all of our tracks within the ProPresenter timeline that will fire all of our lyrics to the LED wall. And I have full video walkthroughs on my channel about this if you're interested in learning kind of my workflow for that. Just setting up our multi-track recording here in Logic coming from the X32. We do have an NVMe drive going into our new Mac Mini, what are they, M4s? And that's worked great recording into Logic every week.
Makes total sense.
It's
down, 2 to go.
You missed Oh, yeah, right.
Your NIL money will be distributed at
Oh!
the end of the year along with your 1099.
Just why you shed his blood to prove to us the Father's love. Jesus Christ, he lifted it up. Who else is worthy?
Hey guys, Rylan from the future. I filmed a totally different application for this vlog, but really what happened and transpired in the services to come, I thought I should talk about in the days to come. And everything in our first and second services went great. It was a beautiful day. We had some great worship times going on, packed house, but then with about 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the countdown for our third service, this happened.
There we go. What happened? We went black right here. Yep, we did. We lost power.
And it made me circle back to that statement that I made at the beginning of the vlog, my best laid plans. Every Sunday we come in with a plan. I come in with a plan. And this Sunday we did not anticipate another power outage like we had the previous week due to storms. But all of a sudden, things were off. Then they were back on, it seemed. And I was standing there. My teams were kind of looking around like, it seems like everything's coming back on. Our UPSs are working. But then my mics weren't working. So this little box right here that houses all of our old Shure ULX S4s, the UPS it was on actually needed to be reset. It was such a strong power surge that the surge protection actually kicked in. So I just had to come back and reset that, and then we were up and rolling again. But we were blessed that it was before the service actually started. We were able to have a great service still, and it was very minor. So yeah, this Sunday was a little weird, but am I going to stop having a plan? Never. No. Always have a plan, but just be ready for the unplanned. And plan for the unplanned, you know? And I think that the key takeaway for me is like, how will you react as a pastor whenever those unplanned moments happen? When that unplanned conversation all of a sudden happens. I'm walking by someone and they say, oh man, I forgot my earplugs. Okay, how am I going to react to that? And then with that conversation that follows, how do I pastorally interact with that person? Whenever the power all of a sudden goes off, that's an unplanned circumstance. How do I react to that? When someone on your team doesn't execute something that you had planned, and maybe a detail that you had thought you had like perfectly mapped out so there would be no fail, how do you react to that? Like, you know what? People over perfection, like it doesn't matter, right? And so pastoring people is way more than a perfect service. So don't be a tool, use the tools. That's what I always say. So as I walk away from a weird Sunday here in the middle of the week, I'm planning the next Sunday, and I'm learning from the last Sunday. We're going to make sure that we can avoid some of the things that when the power goes out doesn't screw up again. So I guess that's some of my thoughts coming off this last weird Sunday. This is like the 5th time I've tried to film a Sunday vlog, and it's so hard with the schedule that we're rocking now on Sundays, but I hope that you enjoyed this one. More to come this summer. So if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more content. And remember guys, at the end of the day, we can do a lot of great things. Let's do it all for God's glory. We'll see you in the next one.